holy freeze-dried crap, everybody. It's cold out here today. And over in Winnie the Pooh's neck of the woods, if Piglet's out playing with balloons, he better watch his ass. I'm telling you, it is somewhat of a very blustery day. I got somebody else's dog barking at me now. That's the life with Avery. The dog's barking at me because I won't get out of the van. You know why I won't get out of the van? Because it's cold outside. Yes. I don't know if y'all can pick up on this. I'm going to spin this thing around here. Yeah, that don't look like them trees is moving a bit. But when I get out here and do stuff, the live action stuff, if you could see the coldness, where'd that dog go? There he is. Hey, dog. Yeah, I got a tarp I got to throw over this portable garage one day. It's starting to tear. I got out here and I kind of patched these corner posts out here. I don't know if you can see in this video. Can't tell with these little bitty screens DJI's got. Put some super duper tape to kind of temporarily patch out, but then I come back and discovered it's that whipping cold. Check that wind out, folks. It would not be a good day to be putting this roof on. I don't know, maybe if I zoom down this center ridge, we're getting a sunroof on this old rotten thing here. Let's see, you see that one there? And then over here, yeah, I know these things don't cost but a couple $100, but then I added this floor to it. I just turned my board sideways, laid some old 2x6s I had down and threw some OSB chipboard more or less down, but it'll give me something temporary. You get about a year or two out of one of these tarps here. Let's back it up. You get about a year or two. I have had to replace this tarp, and doggone if that don't cost about as much as the whole thing. I think I spent about $150, and the thing didn't cost $250 to start with. You see these little things here where you see in daylight protruding through my thing? Well, I got tape on there, some of that super duper tape made by that Flex Seal, like that guy in the boat that saws the boat in half and paints that stuff in. Well, they got some tape that's really thick. Right now that seems to be holding that. But I got me another little tarp that won't quite cover it, but it'll cover the center and all the way the length of it. That's a really heavy duty one. It's like an old piece of a banner that I had found from somewhere off another job. And I was going to tie that, see if I couldn't patch this thing a little bit longer where I ain't got to buy one of these things every time I turn around. Anyway, that ain't happening today because it is a blustery day out here. Not happening today. Gonna do some inside work. I got some chairs I got to roll back out of the birdhouse over here and take some parts off, but I think it's too cold to be fooling with that. It sure is. I got my heat turned on up in here. Gonna be trying to do some modifications on this Statim 2000. Putting a biofilter on the back of it. And this model was the one before it came out with a biofilter on it. Didn't need it back then, and anyway they added it later. Somebody on eBay's wanting to buy it. They want a biofilter on it. So I'm gonna see if I can't figure out how to get one in there. Ain't nothing but a thing. Drill some holes, run some pipe, and attach a biofilter to it. It's gonna be doable. Gonna be a little aggravating, but doable. I'm gonna see if I got another one that's already set up with it. This is the older style that don't have it. This one here's got it, but that one's already for sale. I don't know if you can see this back here. This right here is what we're wanting to add. This little filter. Ooh, that one there do need. Holy snap doodle dragon. We need to replace that one big time before that one ships out. That one's dirty. Anyway, we want that on the back of this, and this does not have that assembly. I thought I might have some with the bracket on it so I could utilize the bracket somewhere. The other Statim I got. This one It does actually have it, folks. We may be able, maybe, where did the pump go on that? Oh, the pump has been removed for the temporariness of it. Came out right there, comes over here, and goes to there and back in there. So this pump's missing on this one. This one's missing one, so this don't have the bracket though. I do not believe. It might. I'm not seeing it at the moment. That's parts off of something else. Welcome to my world of everything is mixed up around here. If I can't find a bracket, we're just gonna have to modify that thing and not worry about the bracket. It's just kind of to help hold it in place. It does not affect the working ability of this biofilter, which is supposed to be designed to catch some of the trash and stuff coming through off of the drying pump. So, well, let's shut it down for right now. See if I can get that going. I got other stuff to do, so I want to get started on that. Get back with you soon. Alright, folks, I'm back on this Statim. Switch it around. What is a Statim? It's like a autoclave. What is an autoclave? It's like a sterilization unit for sterilizing instruments. I've got a lady that owns a tattoo shop that's interested in this Statim 2000. They're really quick, fast autoclaves. Run a very fast cycle. Anyway, this particular model was an older style. When it gets through with a load, which is inside of this chamber here, actually inside of this little tray, this cassette fits in the front. We're looking at the back of it now. It slides in here, and you put your instruments inside of this or whatever you're sterilizing. At the end of the cycle, after it sterilizes it, this is a dryer pump. Now this older model, it went straight out of the dryer pump, pumped it back into here, which in turn went into the chamber and dried everything in this cassette. Well, she's wanting one with a biofilter, whether she buys it or not. I decided we'd try to modify this thing. The newer ones actually come, if I can show you here real quick. It's kind of overlooked the office. I mean the shop. It is a shop. This is a little bit bigger model. This is a Statim 5000. They come with these two tubes that come out the back with a little bracket on it, and you snap that in place in the right sequence and hook this to there and that to there. That catches some of the debris that could be coming. It cleans it a little bit, the air, so it's cool, clean air with no particles in it. Didn't have a whole lot of trouble with these, but this was an improvement they made on later models. So since this one didn't have it, what I have done, we're adding that. This one went straight out of the pump, straight back into the check valve, so air couldn't come back. Goes through the boiler, which is what heats up to make it sterilize, and then it goes into the chamber. Well, we're taking this little short piece of wire that was tubing. I'm losing my mind, folks. We took the short piece of tubing off of here. We're going to run it over here. It's going under this. It's going to have a cover on it. This is opened up. Don't want it to get too close to this boiler because it can get too hot. We're running it. We've already got our biofilter, and it's got a little arrow on it. You probably can't make out the arrow, but there is an indentation of an arrow on this. Doubt it's going to show up on camera, and I'm going to put an arrow on here so they'll know which way to hook this filter in. So then it's coming from the blowing air through here, through the biofilter, back out the back side of this. Once it comes out there, then I drilled this hole, and I drilled this hole over here. Haven't put the grommet in this one yet. Here's my little grommet that we're going to stick in there. Then we run a piece of line tubing, actually running a saliva ejector tubing. This right here works. It's actually a little tougher tubing than what they originally sent. It fits everything. It's good and solid. Will hold up. It's just air blowing through there. It's not heated air or anything like that. It's just blowing air to dry the load. Anyway, we're going to come out of that through the grommet. Going to run it through the hole, around here, and then back into that and tie strap it as needed. And that way, maybe once a year, twice a year, you take this biofilter, you pop it off, toss it, throw another one in there. You'll know these things are dirty. Sometimes they'll get all warped, but let's see, I've got, this is a brand new one here. This is a clean one. I'm going to show you what they look like when they get some age to them. Supposed to be white, right? Kind of like that. Well, this is the side that it's blowing in. Do you see that black sooty crap? That's all the particles it's been catching. Yeah, this one is way past time to have it changed, and it has been changed. That's just an old one there. Anyway, that's what that does. That's what I'm doing. So this is a hybrid Statim. Avery, here at the College of Southern Fried Knowledge, has modified this one to accept this new biofilter. Go back in here, hook it all back up. We can put it back together, and that way she can just change it, or whoever buys it can change it as needed. And from now on, it'll have a biofilter on it. And that is how I'm doing that. Might show you the end result of it in just a little bit, but right now I got to get back to work and get this thing going. That's all for the moment. Check back soon. Okay, folks, we just finished up this Statim 2000. Got the thing working like it should with the new addition on the back. Put the biofilter, added that onto the back of it. If I can spin it a little bit very delicately here. Anyway, it did not have this on it before. The filter goes and there's an arrow, and you're not going to be able to see it, but there's an arrow right there where my thumb is. It points that way. I put filter with the arrow pointing that way so they'll know. I put the grommets on here where it goes in. It's not going to be rubbing up against that. Kind of pleased with how that come out. I think that's going to work pretty good. That's the that's where you put the drain tube up for the wastewater bottle. If you know what they are, that's the wastewater bottle on one right here, kind of hidden back there. But anyway, that kind of finishes up that project. It is really getting cold out there. It's supposed to be like 19, 20 degrees or something tomorrow. So we'll see. Oh, I got to put this in the van. What is this? This is my drill. What else? We got anything in here besides that? I do not know. Got my keys. I got my camera I got to take back to the house. That may be it, boys and girls. I'm going to go out here and brave the cold one more time to put my drill up. That temperature's dropping right on down there now. It's getting kind of brisk out here. It's a pretty day as far as looks, but looks can be deceiving. It's pretty windy, and it's really cool. Put my drill back in here. I am not going to be working on the two chairs I want to strip down that's in here in my birdhouse. And I explain to y'all sometime when it's called a birdhouse if I hadn't already, but that's a whole other story. Funny little story, but that is the birdhouse. Today's video is not sponsored by, but could have been sponsored by V8 Plus Energy. This is a black cherry flavor. I also like the pomegranate and blueberry flavor. These are my two favorite ones. Gives you a little bit of energy without tripping me out. I think I'm done turn all my jams off out here, so that's down. We have got to get back to the house and call this a finished product. I think we are gonna leave the van back here for the time, because I might have to come back here and work tomorrow, so I'm just going to lock that down, close this, I probably should have got my book out of there. Get my camera. Turn my sign off. Oh, I'm glad that come back on. I was about to forget to turn off my heater. Turn that off. Let's see, these lights was turned on from over here. Turn them off over here. Still got the ones over the table on. Gonna turn that off. I about can't even walk around out here anymore. There's so much crap out here now. It's getting out of hand, y'all. Telling you. Let me go see if I left my book in the van. Ooh, it's cold. I wish I could have did some more tree pruning today, but it's too nippy to be out here. I got other stuff I can actually probably edit or make some more videos. Who knows? Get some pumped out there because I'm going to be busy this next week. Might not have time to make any. Then I'll leave this book out there. This is the old one. Whoa. Yeah, just throw it on the floor and then down onto the ground. Way to go, son. Way to go. This year's about gone. We about to start that new book I just bought. Alright. So. Ooh, that wind's cutting at me between these buildings. Out here and in the open too. Gotta do something with this fire pile sometime, especially before I put more limbs on it. I got trees to trim out here on this fence row. Over here, a mess over there in my grapevine and briar patch and all kind of stuff to do, and I just don't feel like it. I hurt all the time. That old tree there is going to rot himself right down to nothing. He keeps losing limbs. He's just about rotten. Man, it's cold out here. It's going to be really cold tomorrow. It's going to drop about 20 more degrees. My chainsaw. I might better bring this bad boy chainsaw back in the house. That's all. Bye for now.